I have been told that these TikToks will make me lose my faith in humanity. That's pretty unappealing, but let's get started.
Do the math with $15,000 and you compound that by just 2.5% a day, and you just don't withdraw any money, and you just do that. By the end of 12 months, you'll have just over $1 million.
So easy. Why doesn't everyone do it? Just 2.5% a day. Oh yeah, because the market goes up, the market goes down, the market goes up, the market goes down. Look, this guy might make a ton of money trading. I'm not sure. I'm not going to judge him, but that's pretty darn hard to do.
Wow. Just growing at 2.5% a day.
And I shouldn't even say hard. I shouldn't like difficult. What I mean is that's pretty improbable. I'm sure if you had a group of 1 million people all together and you flipped a coin and you eliminated everyone who didn't get tails, and you flipped again and you eliminated everyone who didn't get tails, and you flipped again and flipped again and flipped again, eventually you would be left with some outliers. But I'm not sure if I would make a plan based on that.
As an example, to close out 2022, I started an account with $2,400, kind of the average, what your typical person starting out would do.
Yeah. Actually, I think the average American can't even come up with $400 to cover an emergency payment. I'm not saying that $2,400 is a lot of money or that it's a small amount of money. I'm just saying that I don't think that is the case either.
And it was mid-November that I did that, and a month later, mid-December, I grew it from 2,400 to 26,000.
That's amazing. Good for this guy, if it's true. I mean, I love that. I love to see people succeeding and making money, but I would not put this out there as something that just everybody can do. Again, think of the coin flipping example.
Dang. Now that was a succession of very successful trades and different things that happened, but it was the same strategies that we teach on Common. It was position sizing, not full account in each trade.
Okay, no judgment here on my part, but I'm just saying be very, very careful if you see something like this. Don't just immediately buy into it. That's all I'm going to say.
John Jay got sick after writing 5. James Madison wrote
Credit
29.
cards?
Hamilton wrote the other 51.
Why? I know there's a segment of the personal finance community that is into credit card hacking and things like that and getting a bunch of points and travel. I am not into that. I do have the Amex Platinum. I've got a couple other credit cards that are designed specifically for travel. And because I run a business that advertises a lot, the Amex Business Gold gives you 4 times points. And this is not like an Amex offer, but it gives you 4 times points. So what I will do is I will spend the money on advertising, collect those points, and then use those for travel. But I'm not applying for 100 different credit cards all at once.
We decided to take on that debt to prevent Canadians from having to do it.
John Jay got sick after.
Yes, a lot of people taking on a lot of debt. Now, if you're going to open a credit card, make sure you pay it off in full every single month. That is my tip for you. But yeah, you don't need to spend your time. There are so many better uses of your time than just sitting around opening up credit cards and trying to keep track of all of them and say, oh, I use this one for dining. I use this one for air travel. It's just goofy. Learn a high income skill and get to work.
I have opened up many hundreds of credit cards
card
for tens of millions of miles over the years. I think I've opened as many as 24 of the same card up at a time.
Though? Why?
So that's
24 of the same card?
Yeah, using just 24 different web browsers.
Under your
That's nuts.
Under my name, yeah.
And they're cool with that?
I mean, there was a point in time where that worked.
Okay.
And I used to do these Dan's Deal seminars.
Working within the rules of what the credit card companies.
Exactly.
But
So if you can work within the rules, if they say if you spend a certain amount of money within a certain amount of months, then you get this reward, that's cool. That's fine. These credit card companies, they have these offers all the time, but I want you to go in knowing that they're probably smarter than you. They probably have, I don't know, data from tens of millions of people analyzing their purchasing behavior, their spending power, their activity, and they have teams that literally get paid millions of dollars to do predictive analytics. You're probably not going to outsmart them, but hey, hope springs eternal.
trying to take advantage in a legal way.
But I talk about some of the things like that, like applying for 24 cards, and there were some other bloggers that were at the, I think the Muncie one, and they shared some of the things that I talked about in the seminar, which I asked not to be shared online because these things will get killed very quickly.
People suck.
And so they
when
got
share
shut
that
down.
stuff.
Those deals got shut down, and I'm like, these seminars aren't going to work anymore like this if that's what's going to happen. So that was the end of that era.
Again, you probably have better uses of your time than opening up 24 different credit cards. Please. I know I say this a lot, but learn a high income skill, work on your business, get more clients, help people, serve humanity rather than opening up a bajillion different credit cards. Next video. Oh boy, I see where this is going. I am beginning to notice a pattern here, and the pattern isn't good. Please, please, please don't do this. This is not, this may or may not be insurance fraud, and that's really bad. Nice Lambo though, but don't do that.
I once walked into Nationwide and I booked an appointment with a mortgage broker. I've gone in there with a mortgage advisor who works at the bank. And I said, yeah, mate. I said, I need a mortgage. He said, well, what's your job? I said, don't have one. He just looked at me like, mate, are you for real? Are you really here to waste my time?
That is a bummer for a lot of self-employed individuals that banks want to see at least 2 years of income or W-2 income. I don't agree with that process, but they're so regimented and so conservative. That's what they want to look for. There are certain ways that you can get around that. You have no doc loans, and I'm not going to get into that here, but it's possible. I think this is what this guy is going to do.
A pen and a pad, and I always carry a pen and a pad. I was taking notes. I was like, look, all right, so you're saying I need a job. Fine, no problem. I'll go and get one. Write that down. I said, what else? How can you help me get a mortgage? Since we're here, we might as well talk now because I've got an appointment with you. He said, I can only lend 5 times your salary. I said, no problem. Write a note, 5 times the salary. What else do I need? You know, so I've gone over, you need a solicitor, blah, blah, blah. I've gone over all of the steps. So now I've walked into that bank not knowing how to get not knowing how to get a mortgage, but I've been able to come out of the bank with my notes, knowing everything I need to get a mortgage. And these are things they don't teach you in school.
Or you could literally just Google it, but whatever works, I guess.
Enough is enough! Enough is enough!
This man, salute to you, sir.
Enough is enough!
Doing the Lord's work, keeping hot dogs 150. Thank you for this. Thank you. I appreciate this guy. I really do. He does not make me lose faith in humanity. Next video.
Would you rather have an 850 credit score, make $4K a week for the rest of your life, or $2 million cash right now?
What would you say? What is your answer? I know what my answer is, but let's see what this guy has to say.
What? That's a no-brainer, bro. Get the 850 credit score.
No. What? No. What? An 850 versus $2 million in cash? Are you...
Money is limitless when you know how to play this credit game, yo. Stop playing around, y'all. Get your credit up. That's one of the biggest things I would tell my younger self. Get your credit up. 850 credit score on a light day. Let's get it.
On a light day, what you gonna do with 850 though?
Bro, I'm gonna run it up from the bag. I'm gonna hit the Navy Fed. I'm gonna hit the Truist Bank. I'm gonna hit the Alley Carver. I'm gonna hit the Alliant. All these different banks. But you got an 850 credit score. There's no limit to the amount of money you could get, bro.
There's no limit to the amount of debt you can get. Let's go to the bank and get more debt. I could have had $2 million cash, but instead I'll take that credit score so I can get even more debt. A credit score, I have a good credit score, pay my stuff off, all that, but I'm not obsessed about it. I actually have my credit frozen because, by the way, you should really have your credit frozen. Look into that if you haven't frozen your credit. But I haven't needed credit in years, and I don't really think about it at all. It's not something that comes up. And of course, my situation is different. I'm not saying that everybody should just forget about a credit score, but if presented with the opportunity to get $2 million cash, $4K a month, or an 850 credit score, out of those 3 options, the 850 credit score is probably the worst one.
Information changes that situation. Let's get it.
Yes, information does change that situation, and you could buy a lot of information with $2 million. Next video.
Would you rather have an 850 credit score, make $4K a week for the rest of your life, or $2 million cash right now?
He better not say an 850 credit score. Please, please restore my faith in humanity.
Give me the $2 million right now.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. Faith in humanity restored.
What you gonna do with it?
Well, it's real cheap to get your credit fixed.
Okay.
And then I can invest my money in more places with $2 million to make more than $4,000 a week.
Okay.
Simple.
Yes, this guy gets it.
Simple, man.
You got to know the plays to run them. You know what I'm saying? So go.
Oh, thank goodness. Somebody who actually would take the money. Faith in humanity restored. What did you think of these videos? Let me know. Is there anything else that you think I should talk about or that I should see on TikTok? Is there anything out there that will really make my faith in humanity go away again? Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you.